I have been working on this sketchbook for nearly 2 whole years. I think it's time to lock in and finally finish it. This sketchbook was given to me my first year of university because I'm an illustration student, and we were all given a sketchbook at the beginning of our first year, and we were told to fill it out by Christmas, so by the first semester, and I didn't. So then I was told to finish it by the end of the second term. I didn't do that either, so I was then told to finish it over the summer, and I never did. Lucky for me, my tutor then never asked again after that, probably because she assumed that everyone would be long finished with their sketchbook, and maybe a few by then. But I do not want to show my face, starting my third year now, without having finished this damn sketchbook. I have not finished a sketchbook in years now, so it is about time that I finish it. I only have a few pages left. I can do it. I even started planning the cover for my next sketchbook. I actually bought my next sketchbook, and I have already started planning out the cover that I'm gonna paint on it, and I've already primed the cover and everything. Like, I am ready to get started on the sketchbook, and that I'm using that as motivation to finish this one. So yeah, ever since I came back from everything I was doing over the summer, I started getting back into my routine. I've tried to kind of to finish 2 sketchbook pages a day, and I didn't record most of it because I assumed that the less pressure I put on it, then the more likely I was to draw. Also, for my sketchbook, I don't really want to have to go down to the studio and set up my camera or my phone and record and get everything ready every time I want to draw. Sometimes I just want to draw, and that is kind of the entire purpose of a sketchbook. It's supposed to be easy, convenient. It's just something you have around you, something you bring with you, and you just draw. And there's not supposed to be any rules. You don't really have to prep before or anything. You just do it. Because at the end of the day, it's not really about finishing a sketchbook or finishing pages. It's about drawing. And that's what I need to get back into. It has been successful. I have finished a decent amount of spreads. I would say that I have finished probably half of the pages that I had left at the beginning of this summer. Or, well, actually, I think I'm over halfway now. So I am almost done. I think I have 8 pages. Not 8 pages or 8 spreads. I can't remember. But I don't have much left now. The reason why I'm so adamant about doing this is because I just want to draw more. If you've seen any of my most recent videos, any of my videos in the past year, then you've probably heard me talk about how I was gone for quite a while on social media. I used to be very consistent with my art, and I used to draw lots growing up, as most young artists do. We draw a lot, and then there comes a point in life where you're too busy to draw, or you've kind of you've been burnt out. You don't feel like it anymore. A lot of us kind of lose our love for art at some point, and that's what I experienced. I didn't really want to draw anymore. Social media was really not making me feel good. All the algorithm changes. I still wanted a future in art, even if I wasn't really burning for art anymore and I wasn't really making art anymore, which is why I then went on to study illustration. My whole first year, I was trying to get back into art. So I feel like the past 2 years have been me slowly learning to love art again and enjoy making art again. And obviously, the past year I have been consistent again. I've been making art. I've been posting it. I've noticed that even when I do draw, I draw more to have content to post on social media than to actually draw for myself. So even if I were to sit there and draw for myself, all I'd be thinking is, I could be getting content out of this. And unfortunately, this is just the reality of being an artist in this day and age, because to make money off of it, to actually make a living off of it, to survive as an artist, you almost kind of have to be a content creator first. And it sucks. I hate it. I probably would have thrived during the Renaissance, just drawing or just painting portraits of rich people or something, but this is unfortunately just how it is. So the more content, the better. Obviously, if you want to grow on social media, you have to be as consistent as possible. You post and post and post and post and post. So anytime I am drawing and I'm not recording it or something, I always felt like I was missing out, or I was wasting my time, or that ended up with me drawing even less, because that meant that if I was going to draw, I was going to, set up my phone, I was going to record it, I had to make sure I have good lighting for it. I have to make sure I actually have time to be able to sit down and work, and if I'm going to be recording art content, I can't be doing boring little sketches. I think that is a big portion of why I stopped loving art, because I'm not really creating it for myself anymore. And I should be able to find a balance of, making content and also just creating for the sake of creating. So that's kind of what I'm trying to teach myself, and that is why I'm not really pushing myself with recording anything for the sketchbook. I can do other things for content's sake, and I can have a sketchbook page here and there where I'm making content out of it. But at the end of the day, a sketchbook is meant to just draw in it, and that's it. So I don't really want to have to worry about anything else. It's actually helped. I've only been doing this for like a week or two, and I already feel like I want to draw more now. Like, I find myself actually, like, even when I'm away from my sketchbook, like when I'm out, I'm like, damn, I actually really, really want to draw right now, which is weird because that's a feeling I hadn't felt in a very long time. It's nice to fall in love with art again. And yeah, another reason why I'm doing this, because I am now going into my third and final year of my illustration degree this fall. So it's time to lock in. I want to see some actual growth, and I'm not going to see any improvement if I don't draw. Keep drawing, stepping outside my comfort zone and experimenting. Like, I want to do well. When I have my grad show at the end of my third year, I want to be able to look at my art, and I want to be able to look at my art in comparison to like my peers and just be proud of the work that I've made. Onto the actual drawings you're seeing. I always used to... I have a lot of like portrait sketches in the sketchbook, because at the end of the day, that's probably my favorite thing to draw. But I always sketched with pens. I always really liked... I feel like in a lot of my recent videos as well, I've spoken about how I've come to really like sketching with pens. So that's what I was mostly doing throughout the majority of the sketchbook, and then I decided I'd try something different. I grabbed a little pack of some colored pencils that I had, and it really clicked with me like right away. So I made like probably like either 6 or 8 pencil portrait sketches already. Like, I just really liked it, and I really liked the outcome as well, which is weird. Like, why haven't I done that before? So yeah, then I decided to record one of these spreads, which is what you're looking at now. So for the other drawings that I made, you can go find me on TikTok or Instagram at UnoFangirl for both to see the other drawings, because they're not recorded, but obviously I'll have the photos of them. And also, once I actually finish the sketchbook, I will do a sketchbook flip through so you can see them all then. I made the initial sketch with a light pencil, so normally like a yellow or something that's not, because you can't really erase colored pencils. So I always use light colors for like guideline planning out kind of part. So it's because these are more permanent than like a normal HB pencil. So I don't want these lines being too visible at the end. And then I go over with a darker pencil, which in this case is a green. These two sketches are made a little bit differently as well. The first one is less sketchy, and I feel like it has more dark, decisive, and clear lines. Kind of more like their outlines, rather than like sketchy pencil strokes. While the other one, or the second one, on the other hand, it's more sketchy and loose, and you scribbling color in places. And I actually just really like both looks. The angle in which I'm recording this is a little bit awkward. I don't have my overhead tripod that I use in London and that I used to use here. So yeah, I'm just still trying to figure out how to properly record this, because it's a tiny tripod stand. It's not like a big one that stands from the floor. It's a small one that I've propped up on my desk. But since it's on my desk, that means it has to be next to me. I can't, I don't have a desk behind me, so I could like look over my shoulder or something. That would be nice if I had something that could like look over my shoulder. But I'm not sure how I would I don't know what I could possibly put behind me that I could prop the tripod on. So that's why it's just kind of recording from the side instead. It's so awkward. It's an awkward angle, and I have to record from like kind of not far away, but definitely not as close as I would like. So when I'm editing, I have to kind of zoom in a little bit. But obviously the quality isn't quite as good when I do that. It's just awkward. I have tried to look for more like overhead tripods. I can't find any. I want to have another one of the one that I have in London, because that one you just kind of clasp it onto the desk, and you just kind of like clasp it onto the edge of the desk, and then you can kind of bend it and move it however you want. and it's so nice, it's so practical. But I have no idea where I bought it, and I wouldn't know where to find something like that because I've looked for tripods, but I can't find anything like that. So I'm gonna have to make do with this for now. You can also see my phone kind of recording TikTok clips in the frame. That's kind of awkward, but you know, it is what it is. Like, completely shattered my old phone last summer in a car door. It works, but the screen is shattered, which is why I ended up upgrading to my new phone. I was not gonna upgrade yet, but I broke my old phone, and then I was like, well, I need to record content, so I bought a new one. So I have this little kind of like a tripod case thing to like prop up my phone. So I've been trying to get TikTok clips like that. So I'll have my new phone recording, standing upwards for my TikTok clips, and then I have my old phone in my tripod recording YouTube clips. So yeah. Also, I was wearing my PC headphones to listen to Spotify on my PC, and this stupid mic keeps it's in frame like all the time. I wish I had known that, so I didn't have to wear the headphones. I should have done it. The stupid little microphone little ball that's like attached to the headphones. It's so dumb. I can't, like, I don't think at least that it's detachable. And I don't even use the microphone. I have an actual microphone for my PC. I don't even use the headphone microphone, and it's in like all the frames. Ugh. But I have kept that in mind. Everything I've recorded after this video doesn't have I'm not wearing the headphones for it, so that shouldn't be a problem again. I do apologize for that though. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.